everyone guys, how are you all? My name is Anirudh Sachin Bajaj and I am your teacher at Bajaj Classes. So today this is our fourth lecture on the mathematics chapter 1, that is real numbers. So what we are going to today? So we are going to read the concept which will help in the next exercise. So what are the fundamental theorem of arithmetic? And related to fundamental theorem of arithmetic, there are prime numbers and composite numbers. Now we will read what are the real applications of this fundamental theorem of arithmetic, that is to find out HCF and LCM, and we will do two examples of this HCF and LCM for finding the HCF and LCM and the relationship between HCF and LCM and the numbers. So now we will start our lecture. So first of all, what is fundamental theorem of arithmetic? Actually, what had we revised means learned previously. We had learned what is Euclid division lemma, Euclid division algorithm, and we had completed the exercise 1.1. Now we will do this, and in the next lecture we will complete the exercise 1.2. Now, fundamental theorem of arithmetic. So what is this? Every composite number can be expressed as a product of primes, and this factorization is unique apart from the order in which the prime factors occurs. So before reading this, you have to read this first. What are prime and composite numbers? You are reading it from the second to third class, and do you know that what are prime and composite numbers? Natural number which is greater than 1, which are divisible by 1, and the number itself 2, 3, 5, 7, 9, etc. Example, these all are examples, and in this these all are examples. So what is prime numbers? A number which is only divided by 1 and by itself, which is like 2. 2 can only be divided by 1 and 2. It cannot be, we will take a bigger example like 11. 11 can only be divided by 1 and by 11 only. It cannot be divided by 3, 2, 4, 7, etc. So this is prime numbers. Now what are composite numbers? Just a change, just a vice versa, that a number which is divided by 1 itself and some other number also. Number, or you can say the numbers. So that is composite number. Numbers which are divisible by 1 itself and any other numbers or numbers. That is 4, 6, 8, 9, 10, etc. Now we will read fundamental theorem of arithmetic. Every composite number can be expressed as a product of primes, and this factorization is unique apart from the order in which the prime factors occurs. So what is saying that? It is saying that any composite number, we will take an example of 4. 4 is a composite number. You know that it is divided by 1, 4 and 2. The factors of 4 are 1 to 4. So 4 equals to, we can write it as 2. 2 into 2. 4 can be written as 4 equals to 2 into 2. Now what is saying that any composite number, this is a composite number, this is a composite number. So any composite number can be, means it can be expressed. We have formed it into a simpler form. So it can be expressed into a product of primes. This is 2 is a prime number because it can only be, the factors of 2 are 1 and 2. So this is a prime number, this is a prime number. So the product of prime equals to a composite number. So the fundamental theorem of arithmetic is stating that any composite number can be expressed as the product of primes. Now it is not necessary, means every prime sector, means you can say that, and this factorization is unique, means this 2 into 2 will be different in some numbers. 6 equals to 3 into 2, it is different. 9 equals to 3 into 3, it is different. So this is saying that every factorization is different. If means resembling of these numbers, that if any number that is 3 into 2 or 2 into 3, that will be similar, but every factorization will be unique. Now we'll read about HCF and LCM. We have read about fundamental theorem of arithmetic, prime numbers, composite numbers. Now we'll read about the applications of fundamental theorem of arithmetic. So what are the basic applications of fundamental theorem of arithmetic? To prove the irrationality of the irrational numbers, we have to prove the irrationality. We have to prove them irrational numbers. So in that case it is necessary, and to find the HCF and LCM. So it is necessary in this also. So Now we'll read that what is HCF and LCM. There is only a definition. You all know that what is HCF and LCM. So HCF is highest common factor, LCM is least common factor. So what is in this? I will give a means summary that in HCF you have to take the least power of all the common factors, and in the LCM you have to take the highest power of all the factors. So now we'll take two examples. I will rub from this prime numbers because you know about prime number, but fundamental theorem of arithmetic is important, and you have to note this or notes also. Now we have a question that find the HCF and LCM of 6 and 20. So we have to find the LCM and LCF of these two numbers. So first of all we will do it by prime factorization method. You all know that what is prime factorization method. We will draw a table like this. If we want to find the factors of 6, what we will do? We will write 6 here. I will choose I will write 6 here, and then what we will do? I will mark the factors of this 6. So 2, first of all 2 into 3, it will be 2 into 3 equals to 6. Now 3 into 1 equals to 3. So what are the factors of this 6? 6 equals to 2 into 3 equals to 2 1 2 की power 2 raised to the power 1 and 3 raised to the power 1. You have to write in the HF and LCM, you have to write the power, so you can take without powers also. Now what is the prime factorization of 20? 20 2 10 2 5 5 1. So 20 is 2 into 2 into 5 equals to 2 raised to the power 2 and 5 raised to the power 1. Now we will find HCF. HCF equals to, what is HCF? We have to take the common factors. We have to remember only this power side only. And now what are commons? 2. 2 is a factor which comes in both these number 6 and 20. So we have to take the least power of this common factor. So in the 6 it has 1 power, and in the 28 it is 2 power. So we will take the 2 raised to the power 1. So 2 raised to the power 1. Now you can find any other similar factor of these two numbers? No, because 3, 5, only 2. So the HCF will be 2 raised to the power 1 equals 2. Now LCM. Now LCM. Now what is LCM? We have to take the highest power of the common factor and all the unsimilar factors. So 2 raised to the power 2, because 2 raised to the which power is bigger? 2 raised to the power 2. Now if we have a if we have a factor of 3 also here, then we will take the highest power. But now we have these two unsimilar, because these are unknown in this, and we will take them. 3 1 into 5 raised to the power 1. So what will 2 raised to the power 2? 4. 4 into 3 12, and 12 into 5 60. So our HCF of now HCF of 6 and 20 is 2, and LCM of 6 and 20 it is 60. Now what will, now it is a time for relationship between them. Now what is the relationship? The relationship what is the relationship between these numbers, this 6 and 20, and the HCF and LCM. So A into B, what are A? In A is 6 and B is 20. If there is a third number, then you can mark it as C, whatever you want. Now A into B, 6 into 20 equals to HCF of whose numbers HCF? A and B, HCF of A and B into LCM, LCM of A into B, AB. So this is the main relationship of this, or you can say that this is only the relationship of these two numbers. So A into B equals to HCF of AB and LCM of AB. So we will do this relationship. What is A? 6. What is B? 20. So 6 into 20, I have to write that side. So 6 into 20 equals to, what is HCF? 2 into 60. So now 6 into 20 equals to 120, 2 into 60 equals to 120. So we have proved them. Hence, proved. So it is proven that the relationship is very correct, and we have found it the right HCF and LCM. Now we will do the another example. We will only find the HCF and LCM in this also. Now, which number we have? We have 96 and 404. 96 and 404. Now we will do the prime factorization of 96 and 404. So solution will be prime factorization of 96. So first it is divided by 2, then 4 equals to 8, 1, 8, 48, 2, 2, 4, 2, 1, 2, 2, 6, 2, 3, 3, 1. Now 404, 2, 202, 2, 101. Now what is 101? It is a prime number, and a prime number is only divisible by 1, or you can select 101, or means the number itself. So 101, 1. Now what are the prime factors of this? 96 equals to, now how many 2's are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5. So 2 into 2 into 2 into 2 into 2 into 3 into 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So you, in this simpler form, you can write as 2 raised to the power 5 into 3 raised to the power 1. Now 404 equals to 2, 2, 101. So 2 into 2 into 101 equals to 2 raised to the power 2 into 101. So you have to write all the things about like this. Now HCF. Now what are the common terms? 2, only 2. So 2 raised to the power 2, because in the HCF we take the smaller power. So 2 raised to the power 2 will be our HCF equals to 4. Now LCM. What will be our LCM? LCM will be the highest power of the common factors and all the unsimilar factors. So 2 raised to the power 5, 3 raised to the power 1, and 101 raised to the power 1. Now 2 raised to the power 5 into 3 raised to the power 1 into 101. So it will be, what will be the LCM? 9696. This is a very big term. You have to solve this. 9696 and HCF will be 4. Now relationship A into B equals to HCF into LCM. AB is 96 into 404 equals to 96. Oh sorry, HCF is a 2 into 9696. 9696. Okay, so 96 into our A is 96, B is 404, so 96 into 404. HCF is 2, the HCF is 4. I have written wrong. HCF is 4. Now, 4 into 9696. Now, what will be our answer? Our answer will be 96 into 404 is 38784. 38784, and 4 into 9696 is 38784. You can check it by calculating yourself or in the calculator. So this is the right answer of this question. We have proven the relationship also. Hence proved. So this is how we have proven them right. Now in this lecture what I have done, we have done the fundamental theorem of arithmetic, prime composite number, application of fundamental theorem of arithmetic, HCF and LCM. To find HCF and LCM, relationship between HCF and LCM, and the AB means the numbers, and how to find HCF and LCM. So this is all in this lecture. In the next lecture we will start doing the exercise 1.2. So thank you. Please like, share, subscribe and comment.